Guys, yesterday's lecture we have completed the numerical part of the design of liners. Okay, today we'll going on the design of piston numericals. Okay, see the numerical number third. What is the given data? The following data refers to a single cylinder 4-stroke diesel engine. Okay, 4-stroke diesel engine is given. Cylinder bore diameter is equal to 100 mm. Piston stroke is given 120 mm. Speed is given n value 2200 rpm. Brake mean effective pressure is given 0.65 Newton per mm square. Maximum gas pressure Pmax is given 5 Newton per mm square. Brake specific fuel consumption is given 0.227 kilogram per kilowatt h. Higher calorific value of fuel is 42,000 kg per kg. Okay, kilojoule per kg. Then thermal conductivity of the cast iron piston is 46.5 watt per degree Celsius. Okay, allowable temperature difference for piston is given to 20 degrees Celsius. Heat conducted through the piston crown 5% of heat generated during the combustion. Okay, relation is given, and radial piston pressure between piston ring and cylinder wall is given 0.04 Newton per mm square. See, then what we want to find out. Again, which value is given? Permissible bearing pressure between the piston skirt and cylinder wall is given 0.4 Newton per mm square. It is denoted by the PBC. Already we have seen. Then permissible bearing pressure between alloy steel piston pin and bronze bush in connecting rod is given 25 Newton per mm square. How much is given? 25 Newton per mm square. Okay, allowable tensile stress for cast iron piston is 37.5. Okay, allowable tensile stress, or it is denoted by sigma all, and it is given for piston, that's why sigma all P. Okay, then allowable bending stress for alloy cast iron piston ring 100 Newton per mm square. This value is given sigma Bi. Okay, this is given bending stress, that's why for what ring is given piston ring. Allowable shear stress for alloy steel piston pin is 80 Newton per mm square. Again, shear stress is denoted by tau. Okay, tau Newton per mm square. Then next, allowable bending stress for alloy steel piston pin 160 Newton per mm square, means sigma B all is given. Okay, 160 Newton per mm square. Then design: piston head, piston barrel, piston ring, piston skirt, reinforcing ribs, and piston pin. Assume the additional suitable data if required. Okay, this all the value is given. Okay, D is given 100 mm piston, N is given, speed is given. Okay, in RPM we want to the convert into the cycles per minute. How to convert? The RPM is given 2020 or 2200 divided by 2. Yesterday lecture also we have seen. Then we have designed the piston. Okay, we have seen each and every part of the piston. You know the formulas. Use the formulae and design the piston head, piston barrel, piston ring, piston skirts, reinforcing ribs, and piston pin. Okay, first we will see one by one design of piston head. I have given here reference figure 4.8.1. Okay, with the help of that we have find out the thickness of the piston head. Okay, based on the its strength. It is denoted by the TPH. TPH is equal to 0.433 D root of P max divided by sigma all P. Okay, sigma all is given for the cast iron piston is equal to 37.5 Newton per mm square. TPH is equal to 0.433 into what is the value of bore diameter? 100 is there, into P max value is given 5 Newton per mm square divided by sigma all P is given 37.5 Newton per mm square. If you are putting all this value, then calculate, you will get the 15.81 mm or equal to 16 mm. Then TPH is equal to, you will get the 16 mm. This is your first answer. Then second is a thickness of the piston head based on the heat dissipation. This is important. There are two formulas we have seen, on the basis of the strength and on the basis of the heat dissipation. Then here we want to use the formula related to the heat dissipation. Okay, before going on that, we know the brake power of that. Okay, brake power, how to calculate? BP is equal to PBM LAN divided by 16 to 1000. Okay, PBM value is given 0.65 into 10 raised to 6 Newton per meter square. If mm square is given, then multiply by 10 raised to 6 and you converting the meter square. Okay, then length of the stroke is given 120 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. Okay, this value is given mm, then divided by 10 raised to 3 or multiply by 10 raised to minus 3, you will get the 0.12 meter. You know how to calculate the area. The area is equal to pi by 4 into d square. If you are calculating all the value, put in the formula of brake power. Okay, then you will get the brake power is equal to 11.23 kilowatt. Sorry. Then next you have to calculate BFC or SCV. BSFC. This value is given 0.227 kilogram per kilowatt per. Okay, then you have to convert into the second, watt per kilowatt second. Okay, how to convert? You have to divide given value by 3600, then you will get in the second. And SCV, similar way, you have given 42,000 into 10 raised to 3 joule per kg. Then for cast iron, K value is given 6.5 watt per degree Celsius, and delta T is given the temperature difference 220 degree Celsius, and X is equal to 0.05. Okay, we know the formula. TPH is equal to X BSFC into brake power into HCV divided by 4 pi K delta T. If you are putting all the value, then easily you can calculate the TPH value. Okay, TPH is equal to 12 mm. See, 12 mm. Taking larger of two value given by the equation A and B. With the help of equation A, see here, design of piston head, TPH is a 16 mm on the basis of strength, and on the basis of heat dissipation, we have the value TPH is equal to 12. In theory lecture, we have seen which value you will get the greater in between that two value. You should take that value for the further calculations. Then TPH is greater with the help of strength. That's why we will choose the value TPH is equal to 16 mm. Design of piston barrel. Then again see the design of piston barrel. Again we have seen the figure 4.8.1. The thickness of the piston barrel under the ring is taken as TPB is equal to TPH. Okay, because which is the greater value, this value will get TPB is equal to TPH is equal to 16 mm. Design of piston ring. See the dimension of the piston ring is given. Again piston with piston rings, some dimensions shown in that figure. Okay, and we require the radial thickness of the piston ring, TR. How to calculate the TR? TR is equal to, we know that, capital D into root of 3PW divided by sigma BR. Okay, for alloy cast iron ring, sigma BR value is given 100 Newton per mm square. Okay, and PW is equal to 0.04 Newton per mm square. If you have put that value, then you will get the TR value. TR is the radial thickness of the piston ring. TR you will get the 3.5 mm. Then axial width of the piston ring. This axial width of the piston ring, we want to calculate the BR. See, in that figure both value is given. In that first figure you will get the TR, and second figure you will get the BR. Then how to calculate that? BR is equal to 0.75 TR to 1.0 TR. Okay, in between that you will get this value. Okay, if you are putting that value TR in this equation, then you will get the 2.625 mm to 3.5 mm. Then in between that I will choose the value 3 mm. BR is equal to 3 mm. Then how many piston rings are used? We want to calculate, or number of piston ring. How to calculate this Z value? Z, we know that BR is equal to D divided by 10Z. Okay, if you are putting the value of D and BR value, okay, then Z is equal to, we will get 3.3, but we are not taken the decimal value, number of piston ring, means we can't say there is a 3.33 rings. We want the whole number, that's why we will convert into the next digit. Better way, you have to choose the greater value. Here again, don't take the 3 value, choose the 4 value, next digit value. Z is equal to 4. Therefore take 3 compression ring and 1 oil ring is there. Okay, then next we want to find out the width of the lands between the piston ring grooves. Okay, BL value. How to calculate this? Again we know that 0.75 BR is there to 1 BR, this value. Okay, for axial width we are using the 0.75 TR, but if you find out the land between the piston ring grooves BL, then you have to choose the same formula, but this TR is replaced by the BR. If you are putting that value, then you will get the BL is equal to 2.5 mm, because we have choose the middle value in between that. Again see width of the top land. Here is the width of the top land. Here I have shown in that figure width of the top land. It is denoted by the BO. See the top land in the figure B. Okay, in the figure B, BO is equal to 1 TPH to 1.25 TPH. Again we have find out the TPH value. Okay, put that value in that equation, then you will get the value 16 mm to 20 mm. I will take the BO value is 18 mm. Then gap between three ring ends. What is the gap between that pre end ring? We will find out GR value 3 TR to 4 TR. Okay, this value in between 3 TR to 4 TR. If you are putting the value of TR, then you will get the 10.5 mm to 14 mm. I will choose the 12 mm. 12 mm. See here, you have to remember the design of the piston ring and this notation. With the help of that notation, you have to remember the limit of that. Okay, with the help of that limit, easily you can calculate the value. Then 4 number design of the piston skirt. We have seen there is a maximum thrust is there, length of the piston skirt is there, length of the piston is there. We want to find out that 3 things in the when you design the piston skirt. Then we will see the one by one. The maximum side thrust is the Rn. Rn is equal to 0.1 into pi d square divided by 4 P max. If you are putting the value, then you will get the Rn is equal to This is the side thrust, maximum side thrust 3927 Newton. Then length of the piston skirts, it is denoted by the LPS. Then how to calculate that? We know that the Rn is equal to LPS into D into PBC. If we are putting all the value, then only one unknown value is a LPS. Then LPS value you will get the 98.17 mm. I will convert into the whole number 100 mm. Then length of the piston LP, check that the length of the piston of LP with the help of that figure. We have find out that formula. LP is equal to BO plus ZBR plus Z minus 1 BO L plus LPS. Then you can calculate the LP, the length of the piston. LP is equal to, you will get the 137.5 mm. Then next, reinforcing rib. Okay, how to calculate the reinforcing rib? Okay, the reinforcing rib are provided to the piston. The thickness of each rib we want to the calculate. We know the formula. TRB is equal to 1 by 3 TPH to 1 by 2 TPH. You should remember the limit. Okay, 1 by 3 to 1 by 2. If you are putting the value of TPH, then you will get in between 5.33 to 8 mm. I will take the middle value. Okay, 6 mm in between that two value, 6 mm. Then 6 number, design of the piston pin. We have seen the how to design the piston pin. We require the maximum gas force. Okay, how to calculate that? Fg max is equal to area into P max. How to calculate the area? Again, pi by 4 into d square P max. Put the value of P max is equal to 5 and d is equal to 100. You will get the Fg max is equal to 39269.91 Newton. And length of the piston pin in connecting rod bearing L1 is equal to 0.45 d. We know that L1 is equal to, you will get the 45 mm. Okay, next we want to calculate the diameter of the piston pin. How to calculate the diameter? See, there is a which material is given, bronze bush and heat treated alloy steel piston pin is given. This value is given. PB is equal to 25 Newton per mm square. Fg max is equal to, you know that, L1 dp PB. If you are putting the value, then you will get the dp is equal to 35 mm and di is equal to 21 mm. Okay, you know the relation, di is equal to 0.6 dp. If you are putting the value of dp, then you will get the di value. Then check the for shear failure. Then how to check the shear failure? We know that tau is always less than tau wall. Okay, then this pin will be safe. We will check with the help of the some formula. Fg max is equal to 2 into pi by 4 into bracket dp square minus di square bracket close into tau. You should calculate the value of tau because tau wall is given and we want to check this tau is less than tau wall. Then if you are checking, the tau wall is given 80 Newton per mm square and tau is given 31.89 Newton per mm square. This value is less than, the piston pin is safe against the shear failure. Again check that the bending failure. Again we want to check sigma BP value is less than sigma B all. With the help of sigma BP value, we know that the formula sigma BP is equal to 4 into Fg max dip into dp divided by pi into dp raised to 4 minus di raised to 4. If you are putting this value, then you will get the sigma BP. Sigma BP is less than sigma all. That's why this piston pin is safe against again bending failure. Okay, all of you getting? Then today we'll stop here. Next lecture we'll see the remaining part of the design of piston. Okay, thank you.